Good morning, Wayne. And good morning, Keyshawn Johnson. And good morning, Duckboat Paul Pierce.
In the house, baby.
By the way, Team USA versus Australia follows Undisputed today right here on FS1. Our guys favored by 20.5 points. Now, maybe Paul and I will come up with a dinner bet on this one.
I have to give you 25 on this one. I might give you 25.
Well, you want to go? Huh?
We'll see.
We'll save that for later in the show.
Favored by 20-something.
Yeah, what do you think? 30?
He favored by 20.
35?
Easily win by
Probably
20.
gonna blow him out.
You think so?
Hey, why would they put the line that high?
I don't know. Josh Giddey? Patty Mills? Come on.
Oh.
Okay, let's talk about this because tonight in Las Vegas, LeBron James Jr. plays again. So far in 3 Lakers Summer League games, all losses. Bronny has averaged 26 minutes and 5 points. He's 6 of 26 from the floor overall and 0 for 12 from 3. So, Paul, any cause for concern just yet?
Not too much right now. Still Summer League. Still trying to work his way into, seems like game shape, NBA game flow. Maybe a small concern on the shooting, Skip, because for me, I look at him as a 3-and-D type of guy. If he's going to make any kind of impact in the NBA or actually get some significant NBA minutes, you got to knock down shots. Now, you know, yeah, we could talk about he's playing NBA-level defense, but I don't care what kind of defense you're playing at the NBA level. If you can't knock down shots, you won't get on the floor. So, you know, so in saying that, still summer, still time to develop. So I wouldn't put too much stock in the Summer League. You know, just you look at Connect, he's giving you 20, 25. Do you think that's going to translate to an NBA game? I don't know. I've seen guys average 30 lead the Summer League in scoring and then can't throw a rock in the ocean when they get into the NBA game because you got players that are bigger, stronger, faster, better. So, you know, it's not a huge concern right now, you know, but I would like him to start developing some type of consistency with his shot. That's the only little concern right there. I don't expect him to be a major scorer. I don't expect him to be a superstar. But I do expect him to at some point start knocking down shots because that's what I see him as. If he's going to develop into anything in the NBA situation, you got to make shots. It's just plain and simple. That's it.
So what you say cause for concern? What would be, I guess my question would be, what would be the concern, Skip? Tee me up.
That he's just not ready to play any big league minutes, as in for the real live Lakers.
Yeah.
And yet you've made what I think is a great point that maybe he's better doing that than this. Maybe he belongs with the real live Lakers in real live games where that would bring out the better in him, if not the best in him.
Okay,
But you got to show me in the audition before we get to the stage.
So what you just said to me, Skip, right, and laid it out for me, I am concerned.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm concerned is because I want to see him, to Paul's point, I want to see him offensively, and even from a defensive standpoint, because you're going up against different, this is little boy stuff. You get ready to go to the big boy stuff. So it's concerning because I want to see him take advantage of this right now, being 0 for 12 from 3, 6 of 26 from the field, 1 chippy elbow created shot by himself. Everything else is layups. You know, so I want to see him take that and expand on it and get better at it right now. So when you get to the big boy stuff, there won't be conversations about whether or not you could actually do it. That's the problem. Now, is his confidence shaking a little bit? Probably so. Will he ever say it? Probably not. Do I think he has...
Although he did say the other night, I'm in a little slump. That was what he said after the game. I'm in a little slump.
That would be an understatement.
All right.
But when you look at his ability, he has some ability. But I think what happens in this situation a lot of times, though, Skip, is we, and I'm putting myself in the media as of right now, It's been
as of right now.
as of right now.
Maybe tomorrow you're playing
Hey,
again.
your athlete days is over with.
Yeah, but I'm not a media member. I have no pass that says media. At the end, it's so much disservice to this young man in post-game. And this is what make people kind of not like him and what he's been able to do. You see little memes or some of these internet sites or whatever, they put statistics out and trying to make you feel like it's something other than what you see. And this is why a lot of people on the social media world always got their little comments and they slide slick comments about who he is instead of really understanding he was always coming in as a 55th pick, though, Skip. And he was always going to be somewhat of a mystery project type situation because he never got a chance to develop at USC. And this is an opportunity for him to develop in the summer. Now, whether or not he goes back and forth to the G League, which I think that's probably what's going to wind up happening, he's going to ping-pong back, play the G League, let's call it on a Monday, and back up to the NBA for a Thursday night game, back to the G League for the weekend. I think that's kind of the way the start of his career is going to go. So, yeah, I am concerned a little bit because he's got to just do better. And he will, I think. I think he will.
Okay. I'm going to say this again before I launch. I really, from a distance, like this kid. I like the way he handles himself because no kid in the history of the world has come up in more of a spotlight than he has because he'll never get away from the fact that he is LeBron James Jr. and his father is the greatest scorer in the history of basketball, NBA basketball. So I'm watching, and my bar is set way low for him right now because it's just, to your points, the Summer League. But I test, and then I kind of soul test. You know, what's deep down, what's that little voice deep down inside you saying to you as you watch him play? And I'm not expecting a whole lot. I'm just looking for the ABCs of it, the fundamentals of it, and just kind of what's your biggest takeaway as you watch him move up and down the floor? And my biggest takeaway so far in 3 games, small sample size, is he's not playing as hard as I thought he was going to play. I don't see all out from him every play. I don't see anything on offense at all. He doesn't initiate much at all until the 4th quarter the other night. I kind of love this, that he'd been so cold from 3. He finally said in the 4th quarter, I'm just going to shoot it. And I love that because he shot it in the first game and he went 2 for 9. But in the 4th quarter the other night, he took 5 threes. He took 7 shots. He did make 1 shot, but he missed all 5 of his threes, obviously, because he's 0 for 12 so far. But I liked it that he just kept firing. And they frankly weren't even close. But Paul Pierce, as you know, at some point, when you're in a little slump, there's only one way out of it.
Got to keep shooting.
You just got to keep firing without conscience.
Right.
And without memory, you know? Right? You can't think about what just happened. You just got to shoot it again because you got to tell yourself, I have made these a lot in my life. And one of these times, one is going to go down, and I'm going to see it go through the net.
That's all I need to see is one.
Just one. And then all of a sudden you say, oh, that felt good.
There you go.
Yeah, okay, let me try this again. Oh, I got another one. Here we go again. Okay, so I'm going to hark back on this point. I still believe he's made of not the right stuff, of really strong stuff, where he belongs at the next level. But they're playing when he doesn't go as hard, because I think 3 and D, where he just not like engaged and locked in. And I hark back to his father's quote of last week when he was talking to ESPN. He said, boy, people don't understand this kid. In the end, he doesn't give a F about anything. He goes home and plays video games, which can be a really good thing when you're 0 for 12 from 3 in your first 3 games. But I just thought I'd see him give more of an F on the defensive side.
And if you get him, look, if you get him with the big boys,
I'm with you.
I'm with his dad.
Yeah.
And whenever that time comes, maybe that effort comes a little bit more, because I'm on the floor with Pops, I'm on the floor with veteran dudes, and they're telling me and teaching me how to do things a certain way.
I almost think at times, and people are going to laugh at this, but it almost feels like he thinks he's a little too good for this. Like, I'm a James, you know, like
No, that's not his approach at all. His approach is not that way at all, Skip. First of all, you're being coached by, like, the G League coach or the fifth assistant or whatever the case is. So let's start there. On top of that, you're only playing with one guy that's going to make the team.
JJ and Rob are sitting in the front row. You know, like they got eyeballs on you.
But they're not coaching him.
They're not.
They're not telling him when he gets in the huddle, hey, do this, do that. And secondly, you're probably on the team with one guy in Connect that is going to make the big man roster. Probably the only guy on the floor with you. So you're not out there with a whole lot of NBA experience that could teach you, hey, man, go run over there in the corner, dribble over here. It's just a different situation, a different feel. I want to see him with the big boys. I really
he's
do.
Playing in a glorified pickup game.
It is. I agree.
This is a glorified pickup game, and maybe he will benefit when you get him in a system. Like, he could be like one of those system guys to where he knows where he's going to cut, set a screen, spot up, you know, but when you're playing in a glorified pickup game, anything can happen.